Greetings and welcome. This is Keeping in Touch, one of the ways that we here at Sylvania United Church of Christ stay connected with each other during the times of this pandemic. I'm Reverend Vern Sweat, and I'm joined by two members of our staff. Mary Meadows had another commitment today, so we miss her. But we have Joyce, Kristen, as well as Jeff Finch, our church moderator. Thank you all for being here today. I'd like to begin with a few thank yous from the weekend. Thank you to the Russell family for lighting the Advent candles this past Sunday. And we look forward to having the Hayes family light the first 3 candles of the Advent wreath this coming Sunday, the 3rd Sunday of Advent. I also want to thank my wonderful wife, Rebecca Sweat, for her beautiful harp concert this past Sunday, for sharing a little bit of the holiday spirit through her harp. Thank you, Rebecca. And while I'm talking about holidays, holiday spirit, and greeting, I would like to lift up what the idea of a Christmas greeting video. You may hopefully got an email yesterday sharing a little bit about that, but it's a great idea. We all are looking for ways to feel connected. So I'm going to lift that up again in terms of the different possibilities. So let me share Kathy's instructions verbatim from Kathy. Everyone is invited to send or drop off your photo Christmas card, or a snapshot of you or your family, or a written greeting that you'd like to share with the congregation in Advent during worship. In this way, we can see one another and share a little bit more of the warmth of the season. So, those wishing to submit your pictures or photo cards can do so by email. You can scan and attach it. I have a sticky note here because I just got an update from Kathy. The best way to do that is with a PDF attachment. So bear that in mind. Also, I'm gonna ask Joyce to jump in because she can help a little bit if you need. Joyce?
Yeah, thanks, Vern. Hi, everybody. If you're having troubles transferring your cards or your pictures, scanning it into your computer and emailing it in a PDF, you can always give me a call. I can try to walk you through it. Or if you'd like, you can stop in, bring your photo. I can scan it and email it to Kathy. So
that's
just let me know.
There are a variety of options for sharing. And just to finish up, let me share that if you're able to submit whatever you're going to submit by Friday, that will be included in a video for this coming Sunday, December 13th. But if you're busy, don't worry, no rush. We can receive more cards, more pictures next week as well, up to December 18th. And anything that comes in next week will be added to the holiday greeting visit for Sunday, December 20th. So Joyce, Jeff, and Kristen, anything that I might have left out on the video greeting? Just, it's a wonderful idea, and I want to make sure we get it all covered. Is that pretty clear? Okay, great. So the last thing I have for this segment would be, I cannot believe that it's December 8th. I don't know how we got here. And the reason that's relevant is next week, a week from today, December 15th, is Pub Theology. And if I realized we were already into December, I would have given Pete Hildebrandt a call and asked him to join us for this video to lift up Pub Theology. He's just always so energetic, enthusiastic, and creative that it's wonderful to have him with us. But My apologies for Pete for missing that. But I do want to lift up Pub Theology next Tuesday, 6:30. Oh, where'd my newsletter go? Let's see if I have it. I think Pete's seed question is, when does Christmas start for you? I'm not positive if that's right, but I think it is. But it'll be a wonderful opportunity to get together, to share, as I can't say it quite the way Pete does, but it's something about bring your beverage of choice, and we will gather for fellowship, some just relaxed conversational sharing, and just that wonderful spirit that Pete brings to pub theology. I'll finish that up by saying I have a friend back in Massachusetts who came last month and had such a good time. He asked me to send him the link for this month. So whether you're here in Sylvania, somewhere in Ohio, or anywhere in the United States, feel free to join us for, or the world actually, feel free to join us for Pub Theology next Tuesday evening. So let's move on. Joyce, you're next.
Thank you, Vern. I just want to let everyone know that the newsletter deadline is December 15th. So anything that's going to happen in January, send me your information. We'll get that in the newsletter. And also, I think it'll be a surprise with the newsletter. There is definitely a different format, and I hope it's going to be easy for everybody to scroll through it and read through it. Feel free to contact me with any kind of feedback, anything that'll make it better for you, let me know. Or things that you like and you want to keep, let me know. So just want to let you know that that's rolling out for January 1st next year. And again, the deadline is December 15th. That's Tuesday.
So
Also,
Joyce, I'm going to jump in and just emphasize the deadline, not only because it's good just to emphasize it, but especially with Christmas and New Year's, we really want to get that information to Joyce so she'll be able to work on it, as well as take her holiday time that she needs to take. I know that some churches don't even do a January newsletter, or they combine January and February. So a big thanks to you, Joyce, for the creative work you've done on improving the newsletter, and B, for being willing to help us have one for January.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. The other thing I'd like to talk about is Jackie and Jim Matzinger have little ornaments. Yes, little ornaments that Jackie made. She handmade these. There are like 150 of these little ornaments that she took time, and they're very intricate pieces of art. They're amazing, and they have little bells in them. So those are here. I'm going to have those put in the hallway.
The house, the Christmas decoration that Jim and Jackie made, close to the camera so people can see it. And I'll turn it around in a minute, but on the back it says 2020, the year we will all 2020, the year we all stayed at home. But then it says from the Bible, peace be to you, and peace be to your house, and peace be to all that you have. That is from 1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 6. Just you can see how intricate this is. I have no idea how Jackie and Jim made all of these so beautifully handcrafted. There's this good sized box with I think 150 of these in there. And that's just an absolutely wonderful gift to share with the congregation. So as Joyce said, you can pick these up. I forget what those details were, but you can see how beautiful this is. They're here waiting for you, and it's just a wonderful gesture of love and caring for this year that we will never forget, and to a good degree, we're supposed to stay home. So thanks so much, Jim and Jackie. Back to you, Joyce.
Thank you for that, Vern. So those little ornaments will be actually in the hallway outside of the office for anyone who'd like to come in and pick one up. So, and the hours for the office are Monday through Thursday, 10 to 2, Friday, 10 to 1. So come and get your ornament.
So thanks, Joyce. Kristen?
Oh, thanks. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to share some things that Mary Meadows would typically share with you. On this Sunday is our annual Blue Christmas service at 4 p.m. There's two ways that you can watch it. First, it will be on our YouTube channel premiering at 4 p.m. Second, if you'd like to watch it in the company of other people, you can join the Zoom meeting where everyone in the meeting will be watching the service together. So those details will be going out on our weekly reminder email on Friday. So the link for YouTube and the link for the Zoom if you want to watch it in community. Also, to let you know that filming has started for our Christmas pageant. That Christmas program will be held at 5:30 on Christmas Eve, again on our YouTube channel. The second service will be at 7:30. It's a more traditional service. Both of those videos will continue to be on our channel well after Christmas Eve, so be sure to check both of those out. Also, to let you know that poinsettia sales are still underway, and those are a really important way that we fund our food baskets for our 10 Grace Community Center Christmas families, as well as the money towards gift cards for those families. So that information is on our website as well as our church Facebook page, or feel free to email me if I can put you in touch with the link. And just one more thing, just to let you know that the fellowship board is sending cards to all of our faithful friends who worship at home through the year, as well as those educators within our congregation and healthcare workers. So just so you know, that kind care is being overseen by the fellowship board this year. So I think that's all I have.
Thank you, Kristen. And Jeff, thank you for being with us. You have the screen.
Great, thanks. Hi, everybody. I'm coming to you on behalf of Jason Strasser, our treasurer, and first off to discuss November financials. So I've got a few notes here that I'll be looking down because there's a lot of numbers. So I'll try to move at the right pace. So operating income through November is $341,264. And that's slightly better than our budget by $11,200, or approximately 3%. So that's good. This consists of pledge giving being better than budget by approximately $7,000, while unpledged giving is behind budget by $12,400, largely due to the fact that we have not been able to meet very often in worship in person. Music pledges are $600 better than the budget, or approximately 8%. And the other major contributing positively to the church income is church rental being better than budget by about $8,000 due to the unbudgeted LPGA parking income. So that's the operating income. Now, if we shift to operating expense, as you would expect, given the pandemic impacts on the use of our facilities, our programs, as well as several open positions that we're carrying, our operating expenses are also better than budget. Through November, operating expenses are $329,979, or some $57,000 better than budget, or by approximately 15%. Now, you may recall that the 2020 full year budget called for a fairly significant deficit, which thankfully through 11 months has not materialized due to both solid income and expense control. So the operating net, when you take those two and net them against each other, through the 11 months so far, we have a net positive to budget of $11,285. This grows to $46,285 when we add in the PPP loan of $35,000 that we applied for and have since fully utilized in compliance with the guidelines. And more on that in a minute. Now, if you shift to outreach income, the other form of income that takes place through pledging and unpledged giving, through November, our outreach income is $42,708, which is some $3,200 better than the budget, or approximately 8% better than budget. And outreach expenses match the income that by design, so that we fulfill the mission promises made. So that account always nets out. So in conclusion, what does this all mean? The takeaway is that in a very peculiar year, your generous giving, coupled with meaningful expense control, has us on target for a possible break-even or slightly better year. We are focused mostly, though, on the net line without the PPP loan advantage because this is likely to end up being only a one-time benefit. So we don't want to get too carried away with that benefit. So what we need from each of you is a very solid December income to finish the year strong. So please ensure that any offerings or other financial gifts are received at the church no later than December 30th so that they can be fully recorded in 2020 calendar year and on your giving statement for tax purposes. And on behalf of the cabinet and behalf of Jason, our treasurer, I want to thank everybody for your wonderful support of Sylvania United Church of Christ. Now let's shift gears to the ongoing 2021 Stewardship Pledge Campaign. Through December 4th, just a few days ago, we've received 64 pledge commitments from the congregation, totaling some $253,000. So a sincere thank you to each of you who have already submitted your 2021 pledge. But we have a very long way to go because at the same point last year in 2019, we had received 97 pledges. So you can see we have quite a discrepancy. In fact, in actual dollars pledged, we're currently only at 71.7% of the 2020 level. Now, we realize that not being able to attend the Stewardship Sunday in person has likely slowed receipt of pledges, but we are asking that everyone prayerfully consider making a pledge for 2021 and that you get it submitted just as soon as possible so that the Budget Committee can do its best to prepare a meaningful and hopefully balanced budget for next year. And by getting your pledges in, it will also negate the need for some personal follow-ups that the Budget Committee will be doing as we dial around for pledges for those that are later than normal. So if by chance you've misplaced your emailed or mailed campaign information, which could have happened this year, or the pledge cards, please contact the church office and we'll send you a replacement. We'd really love to head into 2021 with the momentum you helped create in 2020. We long for a time when we can get past pandemic influenced restrictions and gather physically in the church. However, now, as before, and into the future, our church is completely dependent on your financial support to weave our tapestry of love, caring for each other, our community, and our world. So thank you for making this a top priority to get your pledges in yet this week. Brian, I'll turn it back over to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Jeff, for sharing all of that and lifting up the wonderful ministries that we have here at church, but the fact that they are supported by everyone out there who's listening. So I thank everyone as well.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Yep.
I'd also like to extend thanks to our stewardship board as well as the budget committee chaired by John Brenner, who are doing great work this year.
Yeah.
In the campaign, the videos were awesome, and we just need to, double check. Ask the person sitting across the table from you at home, did you send the pledge in? Because they might have thought you sent the pledge in.
Yeah.
So,
right.
So let's just make sure that we get as many pledges in as we can and continue the great work that the church is doing.
Yeah. Amen. Yes, definitely. Thank you to John Brenner and the stewardship board. I would close us out by lifting up Richard Rohr's daily meditations. I'm not going to read one today, but I would say that they are always good. This week, the focus is giving birth to Christ. So they're very relevant for this time of year, for Advent leading into Christmas, and for getting at the deep meaning of what Christmas is really all about, how God comes to us in the flesh. And Rohr has this powerful way of helping us realize that Christ is born in each one of us as we live out God's love. So those daily meditations can easily be found simply by Googling Richard Rohr daily meditation. And what I'll do is close by sharing just his prayer from today's devotion and encourage you to check those out. So let us finish up as we pray together. O great love, thank you for living and loving in us and through us. May all that we do flow from our deep connection with you, with one another, and with all beings. Help us become a community that vulnerably shares each other's burdens and the weight of glory. Listen, O God, to our heart's longing for healing in our world. Knowing that you are hearing us better than we are speaking, we offer these prayers in all the holy names of God. Amen. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of the day and a good week ahead. Bye now.